Hello everyone and welcome back to Stellaris, where I have something different for you. We're still exploring the Overlords DLC with this new faction I've made, the Khell'Zen Republic, with the new origin Slingshot to the stars. This starting origin starts us off with a neighbouring star system containing a ruined quantum catapult megastructure, the quantum catapult archaeological site, and gives us 150 influence straight away. This starting origin also allows us to repair it without the need of mega engineering technology, and once repaired gives us the researchable tech quantum catapult. When I was creating this faction with the story description behind the Slingshot to the Stars origin, I kind of thought to myself, for people influenced by what they saw in the night sky, how would they turn out? With a night sky that was once filled with shooting stars but now was black void of nothing, I thought that they would take comfort in being communal, checking in on each other and keeping each other happy, which then leads into charismatic, being polite and checking on neighbours and friends while it seems to be a no-brainer. This leads to the next positive trait, docile. Because each member of the species is welcoming of each other, it also means they trust their leaders in governance to guide them, and since they are led by their respected elders. With all this in mind, this means these people are spiritualists, believing in each other means better unification. Because of the love of friend and neighbours, these traits would extend on the galactic stage, meaning they are xenophiles and egalitarians at heart. Now, the negative traits I chose was non-adaptive. For eons they have lived on a harsh Arctic world, meaning that their bodies would have adapted to the environment they find themselves living in. Anything more would frankly be intolerable. Sedentary was also chosen as living in a harsh cold environment. Living in communities and sharing any warmth they can get, like penguins, made a certain crazy sense to me. Because of their faith in governments and each other, the Khell'Zen are a beacon for liberty. So I have that political trait locked in, and being in a harsh environment and needing to maximize the space they have whilst living close together, they have a functional architecture. Now, with all that being said and done, let us continue. In the background, whilst this has been happening, I've been working on doing the standard beginning that one would do when starting a new game of Stellaris. If you think this is going to be replacing the Divine Aelvari Theocracy playthrough that we're doing, it is not. This is just highlighting another facet of the Overlords update. Okay, let's have a look at this. I can't do anything, so let's not look at this.
System survey complete. Construction complete.
Finally secured the system region around the broken quantum catapult. Now at last we can send engineers to start the repair work.
System survey complete.
2,500, alright. Okay, let's start working on our capital. We probably could do with some amenities. Let's give them some hollow beds. Let's continue mysterious calculations, or use it to boost our own research. Do that.
System survey complete. Research complete.
Okay. Energy. Oh. Shrouds. We wish to learn. 2 Overlords features in one sitting. Excellent.
Research complete.
Research complete. Oh. Food. It's always a good one. It is a little bit on the low side. Let's finish this off. Adopt the tradition. Go for our Ascension perk.
Anomaly found.
We're going to go with Technological Ascendancy. Yes. Yeah, let's welcome them back. How are we going for those? Slowly, but getting there. We have a nice slow game. This game? Well, too slow.
System survey complete.
I will be skipping forward when to the more interesting stuff.
Construction complete.
As we progress into the game. We do have some workers not doing anything, so what do we look short on? We're short on food. So let's build a foodie thing. A agricultural district, that's the word I'm looking for. Okay, what is our consumer goods production? Okay. That means we will need civilian industries. Okay, so new tradition that we're going to go with is we are probably going to go with prosperity. Why prosperity? Well, it just makes things a little bit cheaper. I think what I might do is I'm going to grab down to Trabur and leave it at that. Expanding it that way. And what we may start doing, okay, no, we're getting close. We're getting close to it. So I'm just going to leave, not try and use up too much alloys. We won't use up too much alloys whilst we are going to start reconstructing the quantum catapult. However, that being said, I will make another 2 more science vessels. Let's grab building upkeep and district upkeep. And we shall assign... Oh no, I grabbed the wrong one. No. For you and you. Okay, I don't want to recruit this one. Did you see it just change as I clicked on it? That was a bit infuriating. Just got science is doing nothing. It's fine. It's fine. I'm sure they will understand why I have done that. Alright, got a fresh alien contact, so let's work on that. Okay, what we're going to do now that we've got 2.5k alloys is we are going to build the Rune Quantum... Well, we're going to repair the Quantum Catapult. Automatic surveying is a lifesaver. How long is this going to take? 3,000 days. Oh, that's not too long.
They can talk, and they want to talk to us.
Hopefully those are habitable. Nope. Savannah and tropical. Ugh. Gross.
Science ship taking damage.
Ooh.
Science ship tragically lost.
No. Oh dear.
They can talk, and they want to talk to us.
And here we find our other faction that we've been playing as, the Divine Aelvari Theocracy. Where are they?
Survey complete.
To our right. That's good. We should probably take up to
System survey complete.
Ellen Me or Wizen. Now let's go up to Wizen.
Survey.
I think it is... No, we're going to save up to upgrade our fleet first, and then we're going to settle the Arctic world of Yundik 3. I must admit, I do make a lot of theocratic republics in this game by pure accident. I always think I'm doing something different. It just turns out it's just the same thing. Just
System
different skin.
survey complete. Research complete.
Excellent. Our catapult is now done. Wonder if now we can get a science vessel to actually research this. So what I'm going to do, I normally don't make 5. I'm going to make another science vessel. We're going to chuck in this guy, sacrificial lamb that he is. No known destination. Do I need a destination for it?
They can talk, and they want to talk to us.
Love is friendship set to music. Golem League. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take up to this primitive planet here and probably grab what's up here. Okay, new ascension perk. Shared destiny. I mean, that could be quite good because of how happy and diplomatic we are. Hero prerogative, mastery of nature, consecrated worlds, one vision. I'm tempted to go with one vision or interstellar dominion. I'm gonna go with one vision. That just makes sense to the people that I'm playing. Among the blueprints and schematics, we've recovered a strange document from the personal file of the quantum architect.
Anomaly found.
In the beginning, we dwelled in darkness. Our God said, "Let there be dark," and there was. When our first ancestors gained the spark of sentience, we searched the heavens for signs of life or meaning, but all above us was darkness. We built our civilization. Our minds scanned for shadows in the night. We toiled in the places where we built our first cities, always testing their foundations. Thousands of years later, I had the temerity to look up. While others labored with their gaze downcast, my mind opened up to the heavens. Building a temple of circuitry and zeal, I formed my own tools, empowered by the light of my intellect. Perfecting a labyrinth of diodes and capacitors, I cast my consciousness through the cosmos, perceiving something beyond the dark skies that shrouded our world. For I could sense what others could not. We were not alone in the universe. As though through a glass darkly, I could detect thousands of other worlds. I could sense the impossible. Beyond the night burned 1,000 points of light. While the expedition keeps sifting through the data to decode their megastructure's plans, they have found another excerpt of what looks like a religious text. From the personal files of the quantum architect, I spoke the truth and my people answered with chaos. Each of us labours in our own fog of thoughts and emotions. We tentatively reach out to others, yet so many of us are alone. Our gods crafted the world from darkness, we are told, and we are allegedly the centerpiece of their creation. Because I dared to dream of worlds beyond, I was told my vision was a lie. Who among us, others asked, could confirm these dreams? How can we believe, they said, what we cannot prove? And in response, I led those who would listen to my laboratory. The brightest minds could perceive a reflection of what I experienced, of worlds beyond the veil of night. The darkest minds crafted other responses, formed new arguments, clutched deadly weapons. Dangerous minds saying that our world would be in turmoil, for we are no longer the favoured spawn of the gods. Yet I knew the truth. Creation's illumination was a vast tapestry. Contemplating the majesty of the cosmos, I was swept away in tides of rapture, losing my identity. Hey. The only reason why I'm reading out this one is because it is new to me. And if you're watching this, it's probably new to you as well.
Complete.
Right, we are now going to pick... I'm tempted to go expansion. However, I think we're going to start with a diplomacy. More from the quantum architect. Tormented and tantalized by boundless cosmos, I contemplate the means to travel to distant worlds and experience from first hand. Enshrouded beyond the endless night, other minds streamed, and I sought communion with them. Beyond a great darkness, a great light led me on, offering me temptations and endless revelations, and thus I cast my mind out further into the unknown. As above, so below. My visions of the heavens brought me joy, but down below I found someone who brought me the same liberation of happiness. I fell in love with another scientist, a visionary who spoke of other ways to seek the stars I had sensed in reveries. We did more than share a vision. We pledged ourselves as partners for life, and as our work progressed, we stayed up later each night. Partner dreamed designs for starships, etching crude, solar-powered spacecraft on their wax-designed board. I tinkered with circuitry, straining to unify my mind with infinity. The farther I ventured, the more my rapture grew. Such bliss, the ecstasy of endless eternity. From the personal files of the quantum architect, partner of the cosmic shipwright. My partner was patient and I was reckless. My beloved had science and logic and I had my psychic reveries. Longer and longer into the night, I vainly attempted to cast my consciousness into the void. I neglected sleep. I neglected food. I neglected my beloved as we pursued our dreams of venturing into the cosmos. A gulf grew between us. My beloved found words for our phenomenon, quantum entanglement. My body was here, but my mind was aeons away. Desperately seeking ecstasy and a communion with eternity, my partner told me other words, but I would not listen. My love, they said, come back to me. I could only hear the echoes of the stars. Soon the time will come to test my partner's solar starship. I have volunteered to sit at the controls. As I sit at the helm of its first flight, I will dream of a course to distant shores, my mind here, my body there. My beloved has grown quiet, but I will gift them with infinity, blazing a trail to eternity. I will offer them the dreams of 1,000 worlds. Now our first starship vanished a year ago. We still don't know precisely what happened. My partner, the quantum architect, has left behind a legacy and a mystery. As far as we can derive, my love finally became one with the cosmos, sitting at the controls board our first test flight. They merged with affinity, overwhelmed by a rapturous psychic contemplation of the heavens. Our dear ship never returned. Now I labour with my own crude tools, left to reforge my work and my life from the wreckage. More of my solar starships have begun their journeys into the great night. I've begun work on better engines, prototypes that can propel our vessels through hyperspace, and on some nights I dream of a technology that can leap for the stars like the mind and soul of my lost partner, plunging us into the unknown. As I reach for the light, I refuse to succumb to the darkness. I sit in my love's laboratory, just as I am now, reading their journals and writing my own. Sometimes when all is darkness, I attempt to cast my own mind across the cosmos. Infinity beckons. The veiled passage cut from the fabric of space-time horizon with psionic energy sends the data as erratic, and the crew of our science vessel reports strange disturbances. Wildly visceral dreams, persistent sense of being watched for fitful hallucinations. Despite the frustrating lack of useful telemetry, it seems clear we have stumbled upon a tunnel through uncharted reaches. A dangerous path, yet the rewards may be great. On the tunnel's far side lies a distant corner of the galaxy. Final missing pieces for the structure plans. Final text from the cosmic shipwright, widow of the quantum architect. We have searched for ways to employ my love's innovations, their quantum creations. I'm left wondering if we can take that same reckless path, empowered by the quantum architect's designs, but I reach for the stars at a slower pace. Search for a wave to ride through hyperspace, contemplating the current that will take us to distant shores. My ships take the slow route, but late at night I read my love's journal, struggling to tame their mathematics and machinations. As my mind reaches out towards eternity, I know in my heart that my love is still out there. They blaze a trail towards heaven, and I must follow. Through Lost, I have found inspiration. We have begun work on a grand machine that will propel our ships across the galaxy, just as my beloved leapt into affinity. Someday I'll do what they have done. When I am gone, I humbly request that this cosmic device and all of its iterations should include the personal logs of the quantum architect. Doubtless by the time others read this, my soul will have taken flight. Why did they have taken twice? I'll have found a way to join my beloved out there in the vast expanse, for I know that we will dwell in eternity together, dreaming and drifting for 1,000 points. Oh. Love story.
Construction
Sweet.
complete.
And also let us colonize Yonduk 3.
New frontiers established.
Hooray for new colony. First thing I want is a district. Learn much from each other. Yeon Corporation. Interesting. Build this catapult. Send any ship into the solar system. There is a double arrow icon on the ship panel. This activates the launch process. Ah, here we go. Catapult fleet. Whoa! Okay. Catapult. Whoa, okay.
Research complete.
Oh, sweet. So that's a
Research
thing.
complete.
I do see, okay, so now that we've seen that, that can be really powerful when at war with any of the factions that are closest to me. However, I do believe
survey
it's a
complete.
very niche thing, and if you're really into playing multiplayer,
System survey complete.
it will not be good at all.
Construction.
Scientist has died. That is no good. Just replace them. Leader died. That's why their mandate became unfulfilled. Well, that shouldn't affect me because they died. It's the only problem when they're elders. They start get in their position old and they just live. They don't stay there for long. We need more research because right now it's pretty woefully bad. Again, I've just lost another leader because they're old.
Anomaly found.
Do I bother checking? Do I bother checking, knowing that they're probably going to die in like 2
Research
seconds?
complete.
Alright, they want more agricultural districts built. Well, now that we've
Construction
seen
complete.
this at work, I think when you get the upgraded one, or when you get the upgrade, you go further. That's essentially all it does. What I might do is I'm going to leave it here for the time being. We may continue this. This was just to highlight and show another origin beginning that came with the Overlords DLC. Or what I might do is, in my free time, is keep playing forward until we can get this to the maximum built stage, which will take some time to get to. We're going to call it here for the time being. So remember to like, subscribe, and leave a comment, especially if you'd like to see more of this playthrough. I've been your host, Sir Firecat. Until next time, take care.